Got a quick unboxing video for you today, TraxxasFan32, and remember, if you don't subscribe, you're not going to know when cool stuff comes up on my channel. So today, we got, as you know, because you saw the title, Traxxas Aton. I was pretty excited when I saw this quadcopter come out because I thought it'd be perfect little a quadcopter for FPV. And I didn't really want a mini quad because flight times on the mini quads are pretty poor. Alright, let's get this thing open. Alright, of course you get your paperwork, registration form, stickers, optional accessories, and your owner's manual. Alright, they also give you some extra props. Go ahead and get a look at that. I'm not going to take them out right now, but they give you an extra set of props, which would be nice. Okay, get that out of the way. Alright, and here is the unit. Let's get the quad itself. It's got some little rubber feet on there, which I like. They give you a battery. It is a 3000 3S LiPo 11.1 volts 20C, and it's a Traxxas ID, which means it's got the balance plug and all that already into this one connector, which could be good, could be bad, depending on your setup. They give you landing gear, which as of right now I won't be using too much of. They give you a stationary camera mount. This is not the Plus, this is the standard unit. They give you a stationary camera mount, and it is rubber isolated so you don't get the gelling effect, but this will just mount the GoPro, you know, and it's not a gimbal. It doesn't move or stabilize the footage, it just holds the camera. Okay, you get, whoops, the controller and a little tool to take your props on and off with, which is kind of nice. Alright, let me slide this stuff out of the way. Alright. First things, let's get the, and again, I haven't flown this yet, but I've done a little research on it, and I know a little bit about it. So, what made me choose it was the size was pretty good, and it's got enough power you could carry some FPV equipment, like a little board camera and your video transmitter. Okay, so anyway, alright, let's get the cons out of the way, the bad stuff. Alright, the first thing that I thought possibly could be a bad thing is possibly the controller. Alright, it's good that it comes with one, but it could be bad that you have to use this one. It would be nice to have an option where you could use, you know, a Spectrum flight radio or something to that effect, and a lot of, you know, RC hobbyists already have that stuff. So I doubt that the range on this will be as good as like a full-out flight Spectrum DX6, DX9, something like that, or, you know, a Futaba or a Tyrannus, something like that. It's good that it's ready to fly, it's good that it comes with the radio, but then again, could probably be better and more powerful. Don't know for sure yet, but we'll find out. Those are my suspicions. Alright, cost. I thought cost was a negative. This thing is, as the standard with no camera, is $400, okay, at the time of this video. I suspect that it will probably eventually go down, but right now it's a hot new product. It's $400. Now, I purchased this through Traxxas, and I was pretty excited because if you spend $399 or more, they give you $44 off. Oh, but they don't. Because Traxxas, Bad Boys Traxxas, they do not allow Tower to give you that coupon. Tower is willing to make less money on this, but Traxxas says no, we're not allowing you to do that. Bad Traxxas, I don't like that. because I was really counting on that. I was going to get this for around 360, which I felt like was a lot better than 400. Next thing you know, I'm spending 400. I wasn't happy. All right, next up. The battery tray. This is something that I noticed immediately. I think this is going to be a problem. It's cool that it's all enclosed and all that. It's a little wiggly, but that's not a big deal. You squeeze right here and it folds down. Now that's nifty, but if you look right here, this is just plastic. And as you bend that, open it, close it, open it, close it, it's going to crack off. And when it cracks off, now what? You know, you only have a latch on the top. I feel like it should have had a latch on the top and the bottom. Completely remove it, completely put it back on, because once that little hinge right there breaks, you're in trouble, okay? As of right now, I think that's it for the cons. Again, I haven't flown it yet, so we'll go from there. Pros. A lot more pros than our cons. We're going to try to make this quick. Extra props. That's a good thing. These props feel, man, they really feel flimsy. And there's some flex in the arms, stuff like that. But you know what? There's been a lot of people flying this thing, and they're pretty happy with it. So I suppose those will be fine. But anyway, they give you some extra ones. Parts support. This thing's going to be a big hit. It already is, but there's going to be parts in the hobby shops. There's going to be parts online. You're going to be able to get parts for it. Smart charger. I already had this out of the box, but it's just a smart charger. 3 amps. It knows where the battery's at. It knows what you put in it. You just stick it in, it starts charging, and it shuts off when it's done. You know, it's way better than the old 4-hour wall chargers. So this will take about 45 minutes to charge a 3000 milliamp. All right. Options for the battery. You're gonna have battery options. You can put up to a 5000 milliamp in this thing, which is really cool, because one of the biggest problems I had with getting like a little mini quad, you know, E-Flight has a new little mini one out. I thought, that'd be fine. And it's cool, but the problem is, you're talking 800 milliamp battery. That's it. You're talking 4 minutes probably of flight time. That's not enough for me. You know, I want 10, 15, 20 minutes. With that 5000 milliamp battery that they offer, you can get 20 minutes of flight time out of this. That's a good flight. All right, where are we at? Simplicity with still having GPS. This isn't like a Phantom, and don't get me wrong, your Phantoms and your DJI Inspires, those are good, excellent machines. But this is different. This is sporty. It's simple. You don't have to calibrate a compass. You don't have to deal with all that. You don't have to mess with a gimbal, a fragile gimbal, if you don't want to, which I do not on this particular machine. I'm going to put an FPV system on it, and that's it. You know, I'm just going to fly it, and if I crash it, you know, I'm fine. But what I do like is if you get out there and you get lost, it's got GPS. So the GPS feature to me is huge. So if you go out of range because you don't know exactly how far it's going to be away, yeah, you paid a little extra for the GPS, but now you get your machine back, and that's very, very important. Flight time and GPS were probably my 2 biggest factors on choosing the Traxxas. All right. Power and capacity, you know, it'll carry the FPV equipment that you need without a problem. Popularity, that could be bad for some people, but for me it's good, because popularity means, look at the Traxxas Slash, for example. All these aftermarket companies, if you have something, you know, a fatal flaw in this thing that somebody finds that, oh my god, the chassis is so weak, or the airframe's so weak, or these props are so bad, the thing is just like, it almost ruins it for me. Well, now you've got aftermarket companies who are just flooding the market with stuff for these things, and that's going to make these things bigger and badder and cooler. Okay. Lights. It has a lot of lights. This thing is really, like, the entire arms light up, the back lights up, front lights up. I mean, my DJI Phantom lights up too, but this thing, it's pretty crazy. And on some of my foam airplanes and stuff, like, I couldn't fly them at night without buying additional LEDs and putting them in it and messing with this and gluing and installing and extra money, and this thing's ready to go. You can take it out, you can fly it at night, you can tell what's going on. That's a good thing. Alright, that's it for the pros for now. Remember, you've got to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more about the Traxxas Aton. We're going to take it out, we're going to fly it, we're going to learn some stuff about it. I've got other batteries that are not Traxxas ID batteries. They're regular 3S batteries, not made by Traxxas. They don't have this on it, but I think I can buy an adapter and make them work in here. So, you know, stay tuned for all that stuff. We're going to talk about range, distance, how this controller is, and we're going to do some flying. You'll get some flight footage of it. And that's it. Rate, comment, and subscribe.